Hi again, Chris here, part 2 of Chris's take on leadership. These are the traits that I personally think are really important today for us to focus on in sense of being a leader. So we're going to go for another 6 segments now. Here we go. Empathy is seeing things how other people see things. It's being able to see a different perspective. If you can be empathetic as a leader, you're seeing other angles. You're not necessarily agreeing with them, but you're empathizing with that viewpoint. You can understand things, and then as a leader, you must make decisions. So this is part of the emotional quotient that I talked about in the last video. Having that capacity to see things from another angle. It might surprise you. You might learn something, but you still must make decisions as a leader. Number 2. I've seen so many leaders in my travels throttling themselves because they have that inability to delegate. They're a perfectionist. They want to DIY it. They want to cross the T's and dot the I's, but at the end of the day, it throttles leaders and organisations. So having the capacity and the skill, because it is a learned skill, to delegate is absolutely crucial. And I personally favour empowered delegation. So you're creating accountability with that delegated task. And the delegated party feels and senses and owns the responsibility and the respect from being asked to do that task. So delegation, absolutely crucial. Number 3. All amazing things in life and business and sport even are achieved through teams. So the ability to communicate well with your team, to get your team excited, to follow you, to embrace the mission is getting the most from your team. But what else can you get from your team? I always say we can always get another 3 or 5% out of them, whether it's commitment, energy, engagement or productivity, which will reflect on the bottom line. So your skill as a leader is to look deep and think, how on earth can I get an extra 2 or 3% out of that team? Number 4. Einstein said the brain and the mind is like an umbrella. It works best when it's fully open. As a leader, you must show your open-mindedness. You can always say no. When you're open, you're embracing new learnings, new opportunities, new relationships, new technology. You are absolutely open. And then you use your brain, your wit to make the decision. Does it feel right? If it doesn't feel right, well, you won't do it anyway. But be open-minded. It's creative, it's exciting, and actually it's appealing and attractive for your team to see that you have that open-mindedness. Number 5. You must be able to make decisions, and for that, generally it takes a bit of strength of will and character to do that. If the team can see that you have that strength, that's exciting for them and they'll get right behind you. Being a strong leader, I personally love that trait in the sense of being behind or working with a strong leader. It's inspiring. And who wants to be around a weak leader or somebody you don't quite know what they're all about? Certainly I wouldn't. So being a strong leader, that appeals to me. Number 6. And all accountability had to come up, didn't it? This is being willfully accountable. This is leaders saying, look, I rate myself, but I'm happy to be measured by that. So I want you, as a boss or a CEO or as a board, to measure me and measure the value that I create. And I'm happy to be willfully accountable. I back myself. I'm going to walk the walk, so measure me by that. Okay, that's part 2 over. I'll catch you in part 3 soon.